Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We're glad you joined us. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverde.
Today, we'll go behind the mystery with a look at advances in genome testing, which is helping to improve the outcomes for people who are battling cancer. There is cutting-edge technology offering more accurate diagnosis and allowing for better treatments. It's great.
Sounds really great. Then I'll be talking with some great folks about the world of organic farming, from fresh produce and vegetables to delectable dishes and recipes. It's sure to whet your appetite.
You have already whetted my appetite. All right, The Balancing Act starts right now. Getting diagnosed with cancer is a scary experience, to say the least, but today we have tools for early testing that are saving more lives. Doctors can even predict treatment outcomes like never before. And here to explain is Dr. Francisco Velasquez from PAML. Welcome back, doctor. So great to have you back.
Pleasure to be here.
You know, I want to talk to you about so many things, but first I want you to remind our audience about PAML and what you're doing to improve laboratory testing.
Sure. So PAML, we're a healthcare solutions company with a focus in diagnostics. So we have all the clinical testing that is available for doctors and patients, but at the same time we have a lot of consumer-guided or consumer-oriented options for screening, wellness, and also for disease.
So important. What are some of the advanced technologies available today in diagnosing cancer?
So when you look at the last 10 years or so, we have made significant advances in molecular, genetic, and genomic testing, which then allows us not only to specifically look at the individual and know which therapies are going to work, but also allows us to look at the individual's disease, not cancer in general, and know which drugs will actually work better with that tumor.
That's so important because really all cancers aren't the same, and you have to treat people differently, right?
Well, genomically, we're all slightly different, and that actually means that drugs that may work for you may not work for me. And since cancer is evolved from your own cells, those cells themselves have genetic material. So they actually behave slightly differently. So you need to know what the composition is of the individual as well as their disease, and that will tell you with a higher degree of probability which drugs are going to work better, which is a significant advance in cancer therapy.
Oh, that is so good to hear and so fascinating. And we want you to stay right here because we're going to talk more about that in The Balancing Act. We'll be right back. We're back, and I'm speaking with Dr. Francisco Velasquez from PAML. And Doctor, before the break, we were talking about how cancer treatments have become more personalized, and how is this improving the outcome for patients?
So let me tell you a little bit of a story to answer that. So when I started practicing medicine about 30 plus years ago in the Boston area, I was in my mid-20s, by the way, just disclaimer.
All right.
I used to take care of adult leukemia patients. At that point in time, which is not that far back, most of those patients died because of disease progression or complications. Fast forward to 2014, and most of those can be treated into remission, perhaps even cured, and if not, treated almost as a chronic condition as opposed to a death sentence, which it was in the late 80s.
That's amazing that you've come that far from the 80s till now and that you were able to see that and experience that. And I think that probably lends itself to your doctor knowing you and how important it is to have a primary care physician that knows you.
Well, we go through a lot of things in our life, health and otherwise, and it's always good to have a primary care provider who actually knows your total history, coordinates all of your activities, and ensures that you're participating in the appropriate screening programs for your age and gender. Because one of the reasons why we have managed to decrease the mortality of cancer is because we also have very good screening programs for some of the key cancer types like breast and prostate and colon.
Well, what are the steps that we can take to try to avoid cancer altogether?
Well, I think the single most important thing anybody could do that smokes is quit smoking. If you think about it, lung cancer is still the #1 type of cancer, not only in the US, but in the world.
Wow.
And according to some of the studies, we're going to see the incidence of cancer grow 15 to 70% by 2030, mainly because of smoking, if you continue doing that. So that's one thing that you can do. Number two, make sure that you participate in the screening programs that are appropriate for you. Cervical cancer screening for women, also breast exams and mammographies as indicated, PSA for men, et cetera, et cetera. So there are a number of screening programs that we all need to participate in. I think diet is very important. There is a strong correlation between diet and types of cancer around the world. So diets that are well balanced, have a lot of antioxidants, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains are actually very good for you. And as we all travel in this global economy, you have to be aware of the fact that there's still some environmental concerns in other parts of the world that we should try to avoid, such as asbestos, et cetera.
Got it. Doctor, talk to me a little bit about genomic testing and what it is in general.
So as a result of the Human Genome Project, we have been able to sequence the whole human genome. Now, we know that there are probably 2,000 to 3,000 different mutations, although we don't know what all of those mean. But we do know a significant number of them, particularly those associated with probability of cancer. So what that allows us to do is two things. First, we can determine if an individual may be at a greater risk, so we can intervene earlier. And we have seen that with prophylactic mastectomies, for example, for women. Second, as part of the pharmacogenomics application, which is based on your genomic composition, how do you treat this particular individual? We can tailor-make therapies for you. That is the so-called precision medicine or personalized medicine.
Right.
Oncologists like to call it precision medicine because they've always been very nice to their patients, and I grew up around them, so I can vouch for that. And then last but not least, applying tools like next-generation sequencing, which allows us to sequence thousands of parts of the genomic profile of a particular tumor. We can find mutations that will tell us, for this particular kind of lung cancer, these are the 3 drugs that will work best in this combination for this patient, which is something we can provide physicians and patients.
That is so amazing to me, the advancements that are being made right here and now before our eyes. Thank you so much for all this valuable information, Doctor. I really appreciate it.
Welcome, my pleasure.
All right, if you'd like additional information about genomic testing, there's a link at thebalancingact.com. And if you'd like additional information on oncology testing, there's a link at thebalancingact.com, or you can contact your healthcare provider directly.
As busy moms in today's fast-paced, gotta have it now world, we too often settle for less than we should, including lower quality vegetables and produce. This morning, we're gonna see, touch, and taste high-quality organic produce grown by one of California's longest operating family farms. Joining us direct from the Braga Fresh Family Farms of Salinas Valley, California, is farmer and president of Josie's Organics, Rod Braga, and adding to the culinary delights and discussion is popular food and lifestyle expert Chadwick Boyd from New York City. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Thanks for
having us.
Thanks for being here,
Thank
Rod.
you.
Rod, I want to start with you because, I've been talking to you for a few minutes, and I know this face here is someone very near and dear to your heart, and the history behind her story is amazing. Tell me about it.
Well, that's Josie, and that was our grandmother, and she started farming with my grandfather, Sebastian, in the Salinas Valley, growing vegetables in the 1920s.
Wow.
And of course, she was the grandmother that not only from the farm, helping my grandfather farm, but she had the garden and she was out there all the time and always was dedicated to bringing only the best quality produce for her family. And that's something that we take pride in, and making sure that we're carrying on her name with the Josie's Organics and making sure that we're delivering fresh, quality organic produce to everyone around the country.
And you're doing it with such pride, and even showing it with your children, because I know you have a little one out there and he farms with you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that organic and sustainability and why it's so important.
So organic, I think a lot of people now understand it's, essentially farming without using synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. But it goes beyond that with sustainability, which is we're rotating our crops, we're putting organic material back into the soil, we're farming with only natural substances. And we take care of the soil because that's the lifeblood of our farm. And our soil today is actually in better condition than it was when my grandparents started farming almost a century ago because we care about it so much.
And Chadwick, let me bring you in. Organic food choice is really important also to bring it to the table.
Tastes. Better
Makes a
quality
difference?
vegetables gives better taste. Yeah, brighter colors. The more bright, the better the flavor and the higher the vitamins.
And you are awesome with concocting these fabulous recipes, I hear. So tell me the two things we brought here this morning. What are we going to start with?
We are going to start with soup, a charred soup that is 2 recipes in one. And Rod was talking about sustainability. It's moved into cooking with vegetables. So today we're going to cook with the whole vegetable, the stalk and the leaf. We were going to start with this charred pesto. Literally, you can do this in 4 minutes. So we're going to put chard in here. We've already got it done. Beautiful Parmesan, a little salty flavor. We've got some garlic and then a squeeze of lemon like this. Zhuzh it up in the processor.
I'm sorry, zhuzh it?
Zhuzh it up.
I like that.
Yeah, and then it becomes a flavoring agent for the soup. So I'm just gonna stir just a little bit in here.
My son likes to operate the.
Look how bright
does.
and green that is.
And you know, I look at that, and again, these are all Josie's
Yes.
products, which is amazing because you can see the color and the texture as well.
Yeah, and even when they're cooked. So look how beautiful they are now, but they look the same coming to the table.
All right, so bring this to the table now.
All right, so we've got a rainbow chard tart. Simple, easy. Rod, I'm actually gonna have you brush this with olive oil if you would.
And look at the color of the stem, like you said. It's just
So we've got
amazing.
red, golden, yellow, and you'll get them in purple. Like, put it all on there, and it just becomes more flavorful, beautiful, and look how pretty that is.
You know, my children, my 8-year-old and my son, you know, they look at this and they kind of see pizza, and you know, we cut it up into small pieces, and it gets them interested in eating these wholesome vegetables.
All right,
So we're
take it
just
away.
gonna finish this and just put this in like this, put it in the oven.
So easy to do.
Yeah, dress it with some Parmesan cheese if you wanna
Okay.
throw that on.
I'll do. I like a lot. Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw it down.
I would probably disguise it with this, so my kids would be like, "What's that? Oh, just try it. Just try it. Just try it."
Pop in the oven and it gets golden brown, delicious. Let it sit for a few minutes. Cut it up like pizza, in little bites for little kids,
Yep.
and we're ready to go.
Let's talk more about the land. It's not just this. You have so much there. You were talking to me about spinach. Tell me all the stuff.
So we grow a wide variety of fresh organic vegetables, from spinach to kale, sweet baby broccoli, romaine lettuce that we have there, celery, all the chards, really everything that everybody wants. And you can get them at Whole Foods, Safeway, Kroger's around the country. And you can go to josiesorganics.com to see where the store nearest you would have our products.
Great recipes here. Where can I find these?
josiesorganics.com.
All right. Now, what are we going to try? You gave me a piece of
There's a piece of the tart.
I'm going to share.
Okay, thank you.
Just because you
There
cooked
you
for
go.
me this morning. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, this is delicious.
Simple,
Oh my
easy.
gosh. My kids would love this. Seriously. And at the end of the day, getting something good. This has been great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for what you do. Fabulous food. This has been, by the way, the first in our 2014 4-part series as we continue our salute to the American farmer. And Chadwick continues to eat. And if you'd like more information on organic farming, organic produce, or anything related to today's segment, visit thebalancingact.com or get a little bit social with us. Share with us how organic foods are playing a part in your family's good health by logging on to Facebook/The Balancing Act fans. Did you eat my piece?
I did.
Oh my
I
gosh!
stole it.
You've heard that getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night is good for your health, right? But how many of us are actually doing it? I can't say I am. Unfortunately, many of us have a hard time falling asleep. Some people turn to prescription sleep aids for health, and others are looking for a more natural solution. And here with some insight is Ben Blessing from NFI Consumer Products, creators of 8 Hour Sleep, and nutritionist Meryl Brandwine. And welcome. What made you and what inspired you to develop a sleep aid?
My wife and I have 3 kids. My youngest is 4 months, so sleep does not come easy to us. Whether it's killing monsters in the middle of the night, waking up for one last kiss with my 4-year-old daughter, or making a bottle at 2 a.m., Insomnia attacks us all over our house. And so, but in the United States, there's 70 million people that have insomnia. So we're not the only people being affected by it.
No.
And so we created this product to help people sleep better. If you're going to sleep better, you will have a better life if you get the 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Absolutely. And how is 8 hours sleep different from other sleep aids on the market?
8 hours sleep is all natural, so we created a product that's not going to knock you out. Whether it's an over-the-counter medication or prescriptions, most of those are designed to knock you out in an hour. And we wanted a product that was going to gently put you to sleep. And we also combined it with melatonin, and our other two ingredients are for anxiety control, which is 5-HTP and L-theanine. Everyone gets anxious right before going to bed and thinking about the next day, what am I going to be doing? And so with our product, with the melatonin and the 5-HTP and the L-theanine, we're able to help our consumers fall asleep naturally at a faster pace.
That's great. Meryl, I want to turn to you. Tell me about some of these things Ben mentioned.
Right, so melatonin is a hormone that helps us regulate our circadian rhythm, our natural body clock to fall asleep, wake up, and it's also a powerful antioxidant. And L-theanine, as was mentioned, and 5-HTP do help with relaxing and calming the body down and that anxious feeling that we tend to feel.
Then you mentioned that 8 hours sleep is a melt. It's not a pill. So how and when should we take it?
So we usually recommend our consumers take it about 2 hours before they go to bed. It's a melt, so it does enter your bloodstream a little quicker, but as adults, we still need to do what we're supposed to do about getting ready for bed. We feel like as we get older, we don't have to abide to the calm down law that we tell our children.
Yes.
We do still need to do that. And as adults, it's usually cell phones and social media and television. You need to let your body and your mind start resting about 2 hours before bed, and you will get a good amount of sleep.
It sounds like 8 hours sleep, though, works pretty quickly.
Absolutely. If you let us use the melt to get in your bloodstream faster and you do our tips that we're telling you to do, you're going to fall asleep faster and you're going to enter those deeper sleep stages a lot quicker.
Meryl, tell me about the hangover feeling the next day. Any of that?
Well, the nice thing is because there's natural ingredients, you really won't have that hangover feeling. So you should wake up feeling rested and ready to start your day.
Okay, I'm just going to be taking this to my room. Thank you both so much for coming in. Great tips here today. And if you want to know more, log on to thebalancingact.com, and we're also on Facebook and Twitter.
Thanks so much for joining us today. We really hope you enjoyed the show. And if you want to learn more, head to our website, thebalancingact.com, for all the insider info.
We're also on Facebook and Twitter, so look us up. And until next time, remember to find your balance. So long, everybody.
Take care.